What is going on, guys? Check this out quickly. So we are back in Somerset, just doing a bit of pickpocketing, see if we can get some rare items. I'll tell you one thing, these lock boxes never spawn. There's been about 3 or 4 spawns that you just don't see them. Let's get some food going. Whoa, really? I should have waited. See, always wait. I'm also dropping a new video, farming route. I'll be dropping that after the live. It's a really good gold farm for the mundane rune and cooters. I don't think I've seen anyone ever post it as well, so it's quite a just a different sort of farming route. Something a little bit different. I'm not a big fan of farming routes that much, but especially with rune stones, but I cannot ignore that the mundane runes do go for a fair amount, because the cooters themselves on console, they're not that costly. They're only about 5 or 10k usually. So I've made a route. It's quite a good route as well, nice and easy. So I'll be releasing that video at the end of this, when this stream is over. Mate, why do they keep jogging around? These NPCs be weird. Right, this one. Quickly bash her. If you bash them, I just realised this today, if you bash them and they're running away, then they reset. And then you ain't got to waste the pickpocket on them. They actually get stunned as well, they don't seem to like move. Digestion pearls. That flame went far. Welcome everyone to the stream. I actually discovered a couple of extra lock boxes in Vardenfell that I wasn't actually aware of. I've been playing around with the Harvest map add-on on PC. I've got some really good guides coming as well. Some really good guides for Gold Road, so stay tuned for those. I've got a couple of good farms. Oh, what was that? Whoa, what was that? Oh, come on there. It was a purple item though. Why are you doing this to me? That's all I keep getting is these hand mirrors. I need the full-blown mirrors. Yeah, so I've got some really good gold making guides coming up for Gold Road, as that will be dropping soon on console, very soon. It's already live on PC. I would say I'm jealous, but I am actually on PC myself. I just haven't got the I won't be buying the chapter on PC. I'll be buying the chapter on Xbox as it's my main account. But yeah, I've got some good stuff cooking. So I've probably got 2 or 3 gold making guides that are coming. I'm not going to do the container farming guides because a lot of people have done them already and they're pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to do some different guides that I haven't seen other people do and just try and do something a little bit different. You know, keep it a bit varied. That's what I do on my channel. I keep it varied and a bit fresh as much as I can. So yeah, I've got some gold making guides coming. I've got some more scribing videos coming. There's some more overpowered setups and skills I've noticed and seen that I've been playing around with. So I'll be doing some videos on the scribing. I'll be doing some videos on gold making guides. I haven't taken a step back from the actual PvP builds and other builds and stuff. I will be doing some more of them soon as well. I'll probably be dropping hopefully another PvP build this week. So there's plenty more coming. But at the moment I'm just trying to farm these the table runners, which I've yet to see one. Just not getting lucky. I've got but I said yeah, like build wise I've got like quite a few, well, probably 2 or 3 Nightblade builds coming. I've got a sorcerer build coming, I've got another werewolf build coming, and I'll also have one, there'll be another one on top of that for the Gold Road with the new patch release. So yeah, I've got quite a lot in the pipeline to keep me busy, probably well into June and July time. But yeah, like I said, I try to do a bit of a mixture. I like to do PvP builds and guides, gold making guides. If I notice anything or find out of anything that is beneficial, you know, like there's like some really powerful new skill or set or class or item, then I will post that. I'm just going to have to kill this one. It's a bit close to the guard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Run away. That's what I need the Ring of the Wild Hunt on, really. Yeah, so if I like notice or find out anything, then I can I'll upload the videos. But yeah, I've got a very nasty Nightblade build coming. I've got another bash build coming. I still need to get onto the Salk bash build. I've been saying that for like 2 months. I still haven't actually got round to doing that. I'm just finding the time, and just, you know, I've just got so much else in the pipeline. But you never know, I say this and then I might change my mind and then upload something different. So I like to keep it varied. Yeah, who's liking the new outfit I've got going on? Who's liking the drip? I like these new masks though. Well, when I say the new masks, they're not new masks at all. I think they come out probably like summer sale or something. But I've always wanted to get the mask collection pack, and I finally got it. So I just thought I'd do a nice costume there. It's looking pretty fresh.
You're worse than a skeever rooting for scraps.
Cosmetics is end game. So yeah, is anyone on PC? Are you already in the Gold Road, or are you still waiting like me on console to get it? Only, what is it, like 11 or 12 days to go? There's not actually a long time to wait at all now. Lucky PC have already got it, but like I said, I could get on PC. I'm just choosing not to because Oh, he died there. Just because I want to keep it all on my main account. I've invested too much on the Xbox account, so I'm not going to then continue buying other stuff. You know, I don't want to buy it twice, do you know what I mean? What's going on, Fat Rat? So, yeah, I mean, I will be buying it on console. I don't know about you guys. You on console, you on Xbox, you on PlayStation, PC. PC is my favourite though, but like I said, I've just got too much invested on the Xbox, so I will stay on the Xbox for like DLC wise, dungeon packs, any DLC. I can then what's going on, Orca-Man? Yeah, anything I would like purchasing wise, I'll just stick with console. But that's not to say that I'm not on PC and doing stuff on PC. I just generally, I don't really want to refarm everything on PC. I'm not going to do that. I will just, I still make builds and guides and stuff through PC, but obviously it's a bit more limited because I ain't refarming all the sets. If I find a specific thing, then I might do that on PC. What's going on, Felix? What is the best Arcanist PvP build? I need help with the sets. It depends. It's quite a broad term, just saying what is the best Arcanist PvP build. If you mean what is the best, just overall, what, a 1 bar or a 2 bar setup first. Let's start with, yeah, do you want a 1 bar or 2 bar setup? Mate, half of the guard was right on top of me, yeah. Do you want it? Do you want the Arcanist 1 bar or 2 bar? If you want 2 bar, I know what the best setup for that is. But when you say the best, do you mean like the best as in the most damaging? 0 and 2 bars, yeah. Well, I mean, I've made it already, to be honest. What is the best Arcanist build? I've got it on my channel. It's called I've just called it the Metazonist, which is basically using, yeah, best for 1vx. It's just running the meta sets, unfortunately, is probably the best scenario. I've got it on my channel, the Metazonist, which I think is running Zan Monster, like a Way of Fire, I think it might be. I'm trying to think now. Just check out the video on my channel. I've got it. It's just like the meta, running the meta is the best thing to do, unfortunately. I know a lot of people don't like running the meta, but if you want the best build, there's a reason it's the meta, it's the best build. And obviously Veteran Ice Staff on the back bar. Oh yeah, I've just remembered the build now. Yes, Veteran Ice Staff on the back bar, dual wield Master's daggers or maces or whatever you want on the front bar, and then probably like Zan, yeah, and I think it might be Way of Fire. I can't remember what the actual set is. Or it might be Dragon's Appetite, I'm trying to think. Or you could run Master Losk instead of Zan. I would run Zan, as the flame damage is probably better because everyone's a vampire, they're going to take extra damage. But yeah, check out the video. It's pretty much the meta. I did try and make a little twist on it as well, and I will be doing an updated one for it as well. But it's just, yeah, the damage is crazy, you're super tanky. Everything you need for a 1vx basically. Not that I'm a 1vx expert, but I do know a thing or two. But I'm not some dueling sweat god. But yeah, I must admit, it's like that's why people run the meta, because like I keep telling people, I'm not a top tier PvP player. I'm just like above average, you know, fairly good, but not like anything crazy. But I did notice when I put on the meta sets, particularly on the Arcanist, it definitely pushed me up. You know, I felt a lot better, and I was 1vxing people running that setup. So definitely, if you run the meta, and that's why people run the meta, because it gives you that like 10% better player edge. You are, you know, it's just noticeable that I was like, you know, not dominating, because I never like dominate everything, but I mean like I was definitely doing better running the yeah, like they did nerf the Masters dual wield or fiddle with it with the bleed damage and stuff, but it's still, you know, with the veteran ice staff defending on the back bar, it's still best in slot. That's why you still see it about. But yeah, I can't remember what the actual set, the main set on it was. It was probably Way of Fire. I really can't remember off the top of my head, because I haven't run it in a while. But yeah, I've made quite a few Arcanist builds. I think I made a heavy attack one, PvP. I made a like a beaming one, PvP, like fun ones, like super high damage. But yeah, there's no doubt about it. Like, yeah, running the meta on the Arcanist with that bubble, the shield bubble, that was nerfed, but you must be joking me, it don't seem nerfed. You can really hold your own against multiple people. So the nobles, what I'm doing at the moment, get back to what I'm actually doing. I'm trying to farm. The nobles dropped the Alinor mirrors, which I've never seen yet. I've only had these bloody handheld ones, which are no good to me. They're still worth probably 10k or whatever, but I want the proper full-blown mirrors. The nobles drop in Somerset, and the Cloviers drop the table runners. I've still had no success, but mind you, I've probably made quite a bit of gold farming anyway, so it's not like this is why I do like this farm and these sort of pickpocketing farms, because you're not going to make tons of gold, but you're going to be making like 40-50k gold a day doing this, which ain't too bad, you know, and you might strike lucky, but I don't seem to be. Have I got the, I'll better check I've got that on. I'm sure I've got the cut purses art. Increases your chance to get higher quality loot when pickpocketing. Make sure you got that on. Yeah, so has anyone got the Gold Road chapter yet? Have they bought it yet? Or are you waiting on PC? You're waiting on console like me? That one looks like Sauron there. Oh no, the Mouth of Sauron, but cat version. Thanks God, he's right on top of me. Yeah, so for us console players, we've only got to wait. Oh, my inventory's full. We've only got to wait, yeah, like, I think it's 12 days or something, and then I will be getting the Gold Road. And like I said, I've got some really good guides coming as well. I did make a lockbox route farm, but I've got a couple more gold making guides for Gold Road in the Westweald, which I will be releasing, and I'm releasing another gold farm once I finish this live. I've already got the video all done, so I'll be dropping that today. So yeah, like I said, there's plenty more coming, and I've definitely got some scribing videos coming up with I've made a couple of scribing videos because I've been, you know, looking into the scribing. I haven't until very recently started looking into it, and because I thought it was going to be niche. A lot of the skills were just sort of things like gap fillers in your build, if you will, you know, like sort of, are you missing minor brittle? I'll chuck that on, and it's just sort of filling gaps, and there's going to be nothing really over-tuned, but it is looking a bit, I mean, people are saying it's pay to win, and it is starting to look that way, because some of the skills can really be fiddled in to give you a massive advantage or a good advantage. So I've already done one on the bash build. Oh my god, how did you catch it? That was 95% there. Everyone drop the stream a like as well, please. But yeah, I've done the scribing skill for the shield throw on the bash build. Is going to be really good. It's going to push up that bash damage. I've done a video on a ganking skill that's going to push up your ganking damage. So, you know, there's a couple more skills I've been tinkering with. So I think I can release a couple more, because there's a lot of combinations you can make with the scribing. And it was a bit overwhelming at first, but now I've pretty much got my head around most of it. But yeah, definitely check out my gold making guides and the new ones I'm bringing out, because you're going to be needing gold if you want to do the scribing. Because the scribing is very expensive, so make sure you have plenty of gold coming your way. And also the real kicker as well, if you want scribing on all your characters, you've got to do it on all your characters. So it's going to be a very expensive. If you've got one character, it's not going to be too bad. Like say you've only got one PvP character or one character for your scribing, then it's not going to cost too much. It probably costs like 300 or 400k to get everything you probably need. But yeah, if you want it on a lot of characters, this is what's going to cause the big gold sink. So, you know, gold is going to be key. Wide eye double rye. Yeah, gold is going to be key for the scribing system. It's going to be very expensive. Well, it will be very expensive, yeah, if you're using it on, planning to use it on, oh, and he went, on multiple characters. I really need to put some food on for that drop. So yeah, check out the gold guides that I've got already, or I'm going to be releasing more just to boost your gold. I swear that said 100%. I swear that was 100%, and they still turned around. Yeah, so I'll play the way it is. But yeah, like I said, if anyone has bought Gold Road, or you're planning to play Gold Road, or you're on PC, or you're waiting like me on console, the first week you just want to be gold farming. If you're obviously your main thing is gold issue, like you've got a cash flow problem like me. In the first week you want to be farming furnishings, basically either by thieving or container farming, and probably dailies is all your free probably go-tos for gold. Yeah, Orca Man, if you're still here, I did see your reply about the Thieves' Troves. I didn't think they did actually drop anything great. I don't understand that. You think Thieves' Troves, they're so... you don't often see Thieves' Troves unless you're actively looking for them, and they should drop better stuff, shouldn't they? They only drop a couple of good leads and that's it. Bit of gold. I really think the Thieves' Troves need a good buff. They should be dropping stolen furnishing loots, but that's definitely what you want to be doing in Gold Road, in the Westweald. Is the first week you want to be hitting them furnishing plans and yeah, picking up the furniture, and obviously crafting motives from the dailies if they drop them. I think they will. And then just sell everything immediately. Do not hold on. Because obviously once the market is saturated, then obviously things will drop off a bit. Especially the container farming furnishing plans, they're going to be, they're going to make a lot of gold, but it's going to drop off very quickly. That's why I would recommend to farm the stealable furnishings, as I think there's only 20 of them in the new Gold Road. So they're going to be a lot more rarer. And they're going to, in the long run, they're going to hold their value a lot better than the container ones. But the container ones are still going to make good money and will be still worth a lot of money, but they will drop off, once they're flooded, which will happen. So your first week, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing, and paintings is another good thing as well. you know, the paintings that come out in the chests. So there's a lot of things you can get stuck into. Get that gold in for the first week. I'm not going to be doing the questing or the scribing really until sort of a little bit further into the week as the weeks go by, as I'm not going to rush the storyline and all that, or completing all the map and the area. So yeah, who's got Gold Road? I haven't. I think I've pre-ordered it. I've just unfortunately, like, yeah, if you're on console, got to wait. But yeah, if you're on PC, you really at times probably. How long's it been out on PC? About 3 or 4 days. Yeah, you need to hurry up if you're on PC and get farming before the market gets flooded too much. But yeah, day one, just container farm or steel farm, you know. And dailies as well are going to be good. Empty? Did I pickpocket that one too much? Hit the lock boxes, hit the NPCs, hit the containers. That's the stuff you want to be doing, and dailies. Right, that's a scholar. What am I doing? I don't want scholars. I just want nobles and clothiers. I still can't believe I got that shivering cheese though. That's an item that I wanted for a very long time. I have got it out for sale at the moment because I'm not a collector as such. I'm more of a can I make gold? I'd hate to be a collector in this game because some of the RNG drops, or a lot of them, are really, really tough. And the one I don't understand that people can actually collect is the motive full books, like the gold books of, like, not the individual motive pages, but the actual. They only collect the books. That is crazy. That is got to be the most expensive collector thing you can probably do, I think, because they're just like super, super rare drops, and the odds of getting one, probably had 1 or 2 the whole time I've played.
Try that again and I'll scream.
Yeah, I've pre-ordered Gold Road. It's going to be. I think it does look to be a good chapter. I think it's going to be better than Necrom. I did find Necrom a little bit underwhelming. I did obviously like because it gave a new class, which was nice. That was the only thing it's got over this one. But oh damn it! But the scribing does look to be very good. But I do feel it's going to get the old nerf hammer, because I've seen a couple of things that are looking a bit too strong. But that's the problem. It is difficult, in it, adding spellcrafting. It is basically spellcrafting, just on a smaller scale. But that is the problem. You can do spellcrafting in a single player game, but how do you implement spellcrafting on a multiplayer game and keep it balanced? That's the problem, and it's like, you know, if you make it too powerful, then people will complain that it's unfair, which rightly so. And if you make it too weak, then people ain't going to want to do it, are they? So it is it's a very fine line between, you know, getting that balance right, and it seems to be leaning towards it's too powerful. Certain things, if it's put in the right order. But then again, if they weren't powerful, people wouldn't bother doing it, would they? That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, it adds obviously some flexibility, and it's going to change things up quite a lot. they need to be a little bit strong, just so there's an incentive, isn't it? If all the skills you could craft, spellcraft or scribe or whatever, if they was all rubbish, then no one's going to use it, are they? It's got to be fairly decent. Boy, what is going on with this NPC is really pissing me off now. Go down. Yeah, they've got to be fairly decent or people won't, they're not going to use the scribing system, are they? So when people complain like, oh, the scribing's overpowered, well, it's pay to win, well, a lot of most MMOs are pay to win, aren't they? You know, you've got to pay to keep up, to get access to the good items, and I don't have a problem with things being a little bit stronger, but I suppose it depends how big the gap is in it, I suppose. If the gap is too severe but yeah, I've seen a few skills that do look a bit on the crazy side. I don't think the bash build one's overpowered though. I mean, like, it's definitely going to make bash builds stronger, because you're going to get extra bash damage. You're going to be getting a snare, and it's going to interrupt and set off balance as well, if I remember rightly. But yeah, who's got Gold Road? Let me know in the comments. Or are you going to pre-order Gold Road, or you're just not going to bother? I mean, the chapters ain't for everyone. Some people don't, or you're going to wait to the sale. I mean, it's not exactly cheap, the chapters, are they? But yeah, I have pre-ordered it already. And we haven't got long to go, console players. But like I said, if anyone's not really, like this, see, Somerset is not easy, particularly easy for stealing Eleanor. There is an absolute ton of guards everywhere. But from what I've seen in Skingrad, in the Westfield, in the new Gold Road chapter, I don't think there's tons of guards from what I've seen. Like, there's only like 2 or 3 guards walking about the entire city, whereas Eleanor's got like 20. So it's, oh no, not again. I'm going to get one shot here. It's definitely more forgiving. And there's a lot of NPCs to pickpocket in the actual main city as well, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, who's got Gold Road already? Who's waiting for the sale? Because I think when it gets to September, they put the sale on, don't they? Get like 30% knocked off. Half Moon Indrik Heart. So, but yeah, when the live ends, like I said, I've got a good gold farming route dropping. It's non-DLC as well, so you ain't got to worry about, are you going to have the DLC? Because I know not everyone buys the DLCs or chapters as frequently as I do. So yeah, this gold farming route is quite a good one. Something different. It will make you a lot of gold if you put the work in. Right, not eating that apple now, are ya? Right. What's with the combs and the hairbrushes? I'm here for mirrors. Has that one all been killed? I think this is a priest or a pilgrim over here. I don't know what they drop. Probably. Don't think they drop anything special. Well, this one's not respawning. I'll just move on. Wow, that was a terrible drop. But yeah, like I said, gold will be key in this chapter. If you want to be doing all the scribing to the max and getting everything sorted, it ain't going to be cheap. So get gold farming. That's why I'm bringing out some guides. Make it easier for you guys. Give you some options. Just wait for this one to spawn. Check out the costume, guys. What do you think? I do like their masks though. I've bought all of them. And I've used the Vampire Noble. I've dyed that in gold and purple to match it. Nice and flashy. Has that respawned yet? I have, right. Oh no, someone's here as well. I've got competition, which is rare. I've got another spot though, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be. Wait, did they get that glow here or not? I'm getting caught myself now. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of gold required for. Did they come back? They did come back. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of gold needed for the scribing system. It's a bit of a gold sink. But then again, people do say that, you know, the game does need more gold sinks. People have got far too much gold. So it's really, you know, but like me, I need gold. So I'm pleased that there is a gold, you know, like you do need gold for it or whatever, but like, yeah, if you want it on every character, you better have some millions in the bank. I think it's looking like 300 or 400, maybe even 500k per character if you want all, you know, all the scripts, all the what the other things, like the base things are called. I forget what they're even called. So yeah, you're going to be needing gold, without a doubt. I finally managed to amass about 500,000 on console. But yeah, I'm going to be needing more than that. Right, let's go to my other little spot. Did that load that quick? I forget I'm on the Game Pass, it loads super quick. So this is another little spot. I'll just go to this spot because there's someone else farming there. Which is so rare, you never see any competition barely on console. But it happens, I guess. So I've got there's other spots you can go to. There's other things I can do. That's why it's always best to have like a mixture of things you want to do. Because just in case something is covered. Or someone else wants to go. Maybe I've been hogging it too much. But there is a clothier here.
Sorry, friend. I can't get the other way on
I've been
this
caught
one.
pickpocketing. There's a couple of nobles over here. Mate, 85%, come on. That was 95% and I still got caught. I still got caught. How do I Blade of Woe these two? Because they're both staring at each other. Right, Blade of Woe, come up. I might have to kill one. If he runs, just bash him, don't kill him. Right, so there is Arceans as well. Arceans, or whatever they are. They have a similar similar loot table to Clovia's, so I don't know if they drop the runner. Hard to tell, because I said they're such rare drops. You don't know what's right and what's wrong, really. I think there might be a noble in here, so I'm going to hit the noble here. That's not a noble. Right, so that's Artisan. I don't know where you meant to say it. Oh, this one wants to go. This one wants to go. Let's get rid of all these greens. We've got too many greens. Delete all your whites, and then if you're still in trouble with your inventory, then just get rid of the greens. I don't think I've had a purple today. Normally you get one purple a day. I've had no purples. Quite a lot of blue. But yeah, I've done quite a lot of Vardenfell and Somerset, like stealing and farming, so I'm looking forward to having a fresh area to start. And like I said, I've already got pretty much all the knowledge I need, so I can get straight into it when it drops. Let's pickpocket the guard. It's a shame the guards don't drop again. It's just ridiculous, the whole system. You think the guards would, I think they drop like wanted posters or something, but they should drop something really special, because they're not exactly easy to pickpocket. I've tried stealing in Skingrad a few times. Yeah, I've only done a little bit of it, but I'm just going to be waiting now pretty much till the gold road drops on console for me. But I've got a few routes planned out already, with the pickpocketing wires. I think Skingrad looks the best from what I've seen for pickpocketing. Again, I've made the lockbox route, that's not too bad, but again, I'm not 100% sure if the lockbox is actually dropping anything great. Seems like the drop rate of the new furnishings is pretty good. It's about the drop rate of the elsewhere fans and mirrors. Oh, that's just all I get is fans and mirrors. That's all I've had. I've still not had anything. I just must not be farming extensively enough. But yeah, the drop rate, that's good news that the drop rate's pretty reasonable in the new one. But there's 20 stealable things, but it doesn't say from what sources, so I'm assuming it's obviously pickpocketing, we know that. Lockboxes, I haven't had anything from lockboxes yet. I've opened up probably only about 50 to 100 lockboxes, so I can't confirm whether or not the lockboxes actually drop anything good. I would assume there's probably something in the lockboxes. And then of course the chests, the normal chests, are going to have the normal chests will have the paintings. Of course, they're going to be worth a fair bit of money. I think the new drops are NPC only. Yeah, that could be the case. I really don't know. I just wish they'd say, like, we have 20 new stealable furnishings, 10 from pickpocketing, 2 from lockboxes, just to give you an idea, it would be nice. And the good news about it seems like the drops are from NPC in all classes. Yeah, that mean maybe they're not tied to individual types of NPCs, which would be different. Because obviously, yeah, normal drops, they're dependent on what you're pickpocketing. But yeah, I've had no luck with these mirrors, table runners or the mirrors. I've done a fair bit of pickpocketing now. I've done a fair bit, and I've not had. Watch it, there is a guard there. Got to be careful. I've not had anything special. Nothing special anyway. I mean, right now in Westworld, basically every single NPC is butchered. Eleanor items seem to have the lowest drop rate. Yeah, they do seem to be pretty crazy. But mind you, I don't know what's happened with the Vardenfell paintings, because I used to get quite a few of them. I probably had about 4 or 5 of them, and like the past month, I've had absolutely no luck with the Vardenfell paintings dropping out the lockboxes. I don't know if they. To me personally, I would say that they've tinkered with the Vardenfell painting drop rate to me, or I've just been super unlucky. Yeah, they seem to be more frequent, and I'm sure they've lowered the drop rate. I get one every like 14 days. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I've got to be realistic. I know they are low drop rates, but yeah, the paintings, I'm sure I used to get one like every 2 days, and now it's just like what, one every month. I've just not even seen a Vardenfell painting. I've done quite a few lockboxes, but just nothing. Just got a tapestry there. Oh, that player's still here. Yeah, I've had the tapestry. Is that any good? It's only a blue one though, isn't it? Well, I'm not even on the right one. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. For me personally, I get a Vardenfell one every 8 to 12 days. Yeah, that's probably about right. But sometimes I get multiple paintings with a few days. The longest span for me farming animal items were 1.5 months. Yeah, I think that's probably about right for the Noble Mirror. Yeah, they're just like, it's a crazy drop rate, that's for sure. But yeah, like the only things I've ever had like super rare drops is the Shivering Cheese, which again is very recently. I've also had the. I should really group up with this player, because he's like. If we group up, do we get the same drops? Because then we could share drops, couldn't we? If that works. I don't know, actually sure. Yeah, we can share drops. Only the bodies though. It took me 4 months to get all 3 mirrors, but I got 6 in total, since I always get duplicate, and now I keep getting the Trippy Art duplicates. Anything good? Yeah, I've not had anything. Oh, I'm getting killed. I've not had anything good recently, but yeah, all I've had is the Shivering Cheese, and I've probably had about 2 of the big Vardenfell paintings and maybe 3 of the smaller Vardenfell paintings. That's the best stuff I've ever pulled, stealing wise. But yeah, we might as well group up with this player, because if I leave a body, then he can pick up the. It's just a shame stealing isn't more popular, really. The only problem is, obviously, it's going to minimise how much you can actually pickpocket, which is a bit annoying. But I don't know if he's going after the same thing as me or what. Oh, fell down there. yeah, it's just crazy how low the drop rates are. But I just could have sworn the Vardenfell paintings were better a couple of patches ago, and they just seem to drop like one in every, 100 or 200 lock boxes. I was getting at least a painting, and now it seems to be like, I would guess, like well in the thousands. Inventory is full, mate. I tell you, if you're going to do stealing, make sure you've got a clear inventory. Mine is just not clear enough. I've had a few plans, furnishing plans. I've got thingy activated, and I was like, the worst skill to be had when you're stealing is Simmering Frenzy. So it's going to drop your health like super low, and I could just get killed. But like I said, if you do get anything special, obviously just port straight to a Outlaws Refuge. Don't hang on to it. You on PC account or Xbox today? I'm on Xbox, but running it through the PC. Oh, straight into a guard. And I don't get what's going on with the lockboxes in Somerset. I've never seen them spawn here. I don't think I've ever seen them once. Maybe it's because no one's farming the lockboxes and they're just stuck in the other areas. Don't actually know. I think I'll just stay in the other area, to be fair. Wee, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'll just stay in the other area. But because this player's actively farming here as well. What I'll do is, if I leave the group, I'll just check I ain't got a drop from him. Probably super unlikely. But yeah, we'll go back to the other area actually, because it's obviously because this is in a main town or city, you do get a lot of traffic, and yeah, it's possible you're going to get people doing the same thing as you, but very rarely do I ever have competition with stealing. Is he still stealing? He seems to be. Oh, he's getting hit by the guard. Oh, that wasn't the guard. Oh, it is the guard. Where's he got? He's run away super fast. Yeah, so yeah, we'll go to the other area. But yeah, I've picked up a couple of extra lockbox locations in Vardenfell. I didn't realise. I thought there was only two here. There's actually a third one, if I can mark it. This building here, there's a third lockbox there that I never knew about. And there's also another one or two here. I can't do it. In this sort of area. So I was missing a few actually lockboxes that I didn't realise. But yeah, I do like trying to find the rare goodies. But yeah, you got to accept that they are super rare, and you really got to put the time in. But like I said, you make a lot of gold doing it anyway. Not like a huge amount, but you are making a fair bit consistently over time. So you know, if you don't get the drops, it's okay. You've still got gold at the end of the day. But I still don't know whether to pickpocket the the Artians or not. I mean, like I said, they seem to have a similar loot table to the Clothiers, but you know, do they or not? That's the thing, isn't it? Without an actual confirmed drop, so there's one here. But you know, does it actually drop them? I've not had anything off of them, but then again, I've not had anything off the Clothiers either, so. But yeah, the drop rate is absolutely insane on these. It must be like 1 in 10,000 chance of getting like the actual top end items. They are incredibly rare. But that's what makes them fun though, I suppose, isn't it? If they was, you know, super common and they fiddled with it, then it's gonna spoil it, innit? You need stuff that's rare in the game. And the other thing I've never had is the Etheric Cipher, which is like it's not a stolen it's not a stolen one. Like, get him. Bash. Bash him and then just cloak and he'll be confused. Empty? What? So yeah, should I be hitting the Artians or whatever they're called? A stupid name I can't say. So there's one here. Do they drop the runners? Because they drop, like I said, they drop Clovia style things like you know, like thimbles and sewing stuff. It's hard to say yay or nay, isn't it, really, you know? Why this guard's coming for me? He's coming for me. Oh, he's got me. I'm going down, guys. I'm going down. This is, I think it's commoner, this one. It's commoner. I think the noble, let's hit the noble up here. There's actually quite a lot of people up here, but I think there's literally only one noble. Oh, look, the guard's always perfectly on time when I want to pickpocket as well. Always on time. Have I got time? No, you've not got time, mate. You've not got time for this. So I'll just cloak and wait. But yeah, stealing and container farming and dailies are your top 3 things, in my opinion, you want to be doing the second you get your hands on Gold Road. Before the market is saturated. That is your go-tos for making the gold. The questing can wait. If your priority is to make gold, the right on top of it. Yeah, the questing can wait, in my opinion, and the scribing, as that's going to be a long grind. I've heard a lot of people complaining that the scribing takes a long time to get through, so I'm not going to be rushing that. Your best bet is just to do the I've got a furnishing there, not the worst one ever. Yeah, your best bet is to just get into the gold if you need gold, obviously. Obviously if you've got millions and millions, then you probably don't need to be doing any of it. The ink are going for like 500k. Yeah, I've heard the ink as well. Apparently the drop rate wasn't meant to be too bad, and apparently it's worse than people figured. And do they drop from anything, or is it any non-DLC zone? They can drop from anything, but the drop rate was meant to be okay, but apparently it's quite bad. So that's another thing you can, but I don't think, it's not something you can farm, I don't think, unless you're just hitting endless mobs. It's like the Etheric Cipher, innit? You're just randomly going to get it one day, but it's not as rare as that. But apparently it's not as good as what, the drop rate ain't as good as what people thought it would be. Scribing isn't too bad, at least for the first character. The story's pretty good, better than the Psijic quest line. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not gonna rush it all, because I think I've heard that people are trying to rush the scribing, and they're getting a bit frustrated because it's long-winded, which is gonna be, innit? It's like the main new skill, so I won't be rushing that. I haven't got much luck on plan farming so far. The only thing I got is Wood Elf plans. Oh, so are you at the moment farming the Westfield? So you're in Gold Road. Yeah, I can't wait to be in there as well. Just gonna wait for console. Also, there is in the smaller town to the left of the map. That's like the Wood Elf side, and they've got like little huts. I think there's quite a lot of NPCs around there as well. So if you're getting bored of Skingrad, or I don't know if it's actually any better, I haven't fully looked at it, but there was a lot of NPCs walking around in that Wood Elf town, small town. So that could be a good spot as well. I think this is going to die, that one, isn't it? Oh, I fucked up. Yeah, so that's one. Do you use specific thief gear or just whatever on the Nightblade? I should use specific thief gear, and I have made a build guide on that if you want to check that out, of what you should be wearing, but I'm not wearing what you should be wearing because unfortunately my thieving character is also my PvP one, so I'm running PvP sets at the moment because I just don't have the armory. If I had more, because you only get 2 armory slots per character, don't you? If you had like 5 armory slots per character, I would definitely have a thieving setup. So I'm having to do thieving on a PvP build basically, which it doesn't really affect me too much. Unfortunately, the detection radius is a bit annoying. You do keep getting hit by the guards. That's the only downside, but I just wish they'd give you more armory slots. I mean, 2 per character did sound quite nice, and I thought I'm never going to fill them up, but I did. And like I said, if you've got a specific character for something other than just PvE and PvP in the game, like stealing, like, you really need your own sort of separate armory slot. And also the other problem with armory slots that people have complained about, which they're right, is that, you know, if you say you had 3 or 4 armory slots on that character, you have to be holding all the gear as well. You know, it should store the gear for you or something. Because again, you know, even if you had the armory slots, you're still going to have inventory slot issues. So it's a bit annoying. But yeah, in an ideal scenario, you should have a thieving build. What's that? Whoa, whoa. What the hell's that? What, trusted to be a guard right on me? I just want to look. I've got something special. Oh, maybe not. Is that special, guys? It's purple. So, I would probably estimate that's probably worth like 20k on console. But that's, at least I've got a purple item, and that was from an Artisan as well, so... Artisan, whatever they're called. Wow, is that a good drop then? Because, I mean, obviously I know it's purple, so it's probably going to be worth something, but... Eleanor Writing Desk, Noble. I don't know if that's common. I'm not really too super clued up with the blueprints, but I know obviously purple ones are worth something. Oh, it's all right, kiss the guard. I'm too slow to get away from the detection throw. I never saw purple furnishing plans when I was looting. Yeah, so again, it's these ones, isn't it? These artisans. Do they drop the table runners, or have they got a completely different loot table? Because they have similar stuff to Clovier's, but again, yeah, I've never had anything purple. But again, is it because they don't drop from the Clovier's? They only drop from different types of NPCs. But yeah, that's the first purple furnishing plan I've had stolen. Well, in Eleanor anyway, or Somerset. So it's not too bad. I've had a couple of good items, but not the real special ones. See, again, there's another artsy in here, but again, you know, yes, alright, we can confirm they drop purple furnishing plans. I'm getting really too cocky now, because you've got to be careful with the guards, because like I said, if you get hit too many times, eventually they do this one-shot mechanic on you. So don't think you can keep absorbing the damage endlessly. They will do their one-shot mechanic. I think if you get hit several times and keep escaping, so just be wary of that. I need to be careful because the amount of time I've actually done that a couple of times. I've accidentally pressed and then used it, and I'm like, no, I've used it, and then it's gone. Well, it's locked to your account and it vanishes. Yeah, but I encourage other people to get into the stealing and farming. It is real fun. I find it fun. I don't find it boring, because the problem is with a lot of gold farms, they can get very, very boring, but I don't find the stealing as boring. Have you got any Eleanor plans yet? The only ones I've had pretty much is what is in my inventory. I've had blue ones, a nightstand, and the tapestry ones I've had, but nothing special. I've had the columns, which I don't know if the structural ones are worth money, but again, they're green. But that's the best one I've had so far, colour-wise. Pew plans? What are pew plans? I've never heard of pew plans. The pew plan is a stealable only item, so it's more expensive. I'll have to look into that then. But yeah, I'm glad in the new chapter they have actually made stealable items, you know, furnishing stealable items, because sometimes the DLCs, they don't bother. They only make it that you have to get them from dailies or container, which is a bit annoying. So I'm glad when they make stealable ones. I'm going to go back and see if that other player's there. If he is, then I'll just continue where I am. Don't bother me. But the other one does have 2 clothiers, so rather be in the other one. Yeah, it's just a shame, because if there was more people doing the furnishing plan, stealing, farming, you could like build up a better picture for everyone, you know? Like you could build a community. I could make a Discord community of it. Not that I even know what Discord even is properly, but yeah, like you could actually just, and everyone posting the drops they've had on certain NPCs in certain areas, and then everyone can build up a better picture of what drops what, because it unfortunately can be a bit unclear sometimes on what is what. But yeah, like I said, if you do get these special drops, they're going to be worth millions, even on console. God knows what they're going to be worth on PC, probably tens of millions, I don't know, they're just so rare. I keep getting that headscarf, I've had that like a million times. Headscarf, headscarf. How about table runner for me? But like I said, you know, even if it does take a month to get that item, that special item you want, you're probably going to make $1 million gold in a month, or, you know, probably 2 million. You know, if you're doing this like just every day for an hour or two, or whatever time you've got, do you know what I mean? You're still going to walk away with a lot on the gold, even if you know it's took you a long time to get them drops. But obviously you've got the release of Gold Road, which has already dropped, and then you've got the Zeal of Zenithir event. So if you do, I don't think you get loads from Pickpocket though, from what I remember, but I think the lock boxes do drop a lot of them parcels. So there's no better time to doing the stealing and the farming during that event, which I think is very soon. It might be July or August, I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be soon. So stealing and lockbox stuff, you know, all that good stuff, pickpocketing during the Zenithir event, you're going to get double bubble. So you're going to get your parcels and obviously all your stolen stuff. Bash. So I used to just kill them outright, so that's a mistake, just bash them and then they reset once you've cloaked. Oh, typical, the guards come here, perfect timing. Right, what is going on with this one? It proper mucks up the NPCs, they just do weird animations. Once you've they run away and you bash them and reset them, they get confused and they do some weird stuff. I've got to be careful because I've got that purple plan. I'll have to get a price check on that because I'm looking for the actual furnishings, so the plans themselves I'm not super clued up on. And the other thing I used to really farm extensively, which was in Iridian, in Skywatch, because there's tons of drunkards, was the Skooma Bubbler. And funny enough, I did get the furnishing of the Skooma Bubbler quite a few times, but apparently it's the other way around, it's the plan that's worth the most. And I never got the Skooma Bubbler plan, and I did farm that a lot years ago. Because there's lots of drunkards, I think it apparently drops off drunkards, but I never got that.
Try that again, and I'll scream!
But yeah, it's crazy the drop rates on some of the things in this game, they are absolutely insane. But I said, as long as you're making the gold, it don't really matter, does it? And you don't mind doing it. Yeah, I can't wait to get into some stealing in the new zone. Get some paintings and stuff, I like doing the paintings. I might release a painting chest farm for Somerset, because I found a reasonable spot there, but I need to double check first that the chests respawn, you know, as you go round.
because I know a really good chest farm in Rothgar, which is round here. No, I don't think I've got the way shrine. I'm sure there's a way shrine somewhere else. No, it's definitely up here. There's a way shrine here, I think. And there's a really good chest farm around here. But again, the problem is with Rothgar is that I don't think it drops anything special. Might be some crafting motives. But yeah, chest farm, and also I used to do a chest farm in Vardenfell. I used to start here and do all the chest farm, work my way up here, then stop when I got up to about here. And that used to drop all the, they're still worth quite a lot actually, I forget what they're called, the special motif from Vardenfell. It's like a green sort of glow to it. Right, the guard's on me. The guard is on me. Actually, jumping helps. Right. So I'm just looking at the Alinor pew polished. Right, so it's like a long seat, and it can only be pickpocketed, I think. Or it's only from ledger domain drops. Yeah, so I have to look into that. Apparently you can drop from containers as well, so don't know if that's a pickpocketing exclusive or not. But yeah, you got to love the stealing, the pickpocketing. I think when it first came into the game, was it with the Dark Brotherhood DLC? I don't know, I think you could pickpocket anyway, but the Blade of War and the assassination, that really brought it into the game. So I'm sure you could pickpocket before then. I can't remember now, it's too long ago. But yeah, it's really, it's just a shame they haven't added other things into the game, like they brought the stealing, the Dark Brotherhood. If there would only be some other sort of like, what are they even called? Yeah, like guild skill lines or world skill lines, like a different one. Like a trade sort of one. That'd be good. Or something even to do with stealing, like obviously you've got the lockbox and pickpocketing. What other type of stealing could you have? Loan sharking or fraud or something, I don't know. Like just a different system, that'd be really good. Well, I nearly deleted that then. I'll have to get rid of that. I might have to jump back. And I don't think I've seen that pew though. Wow, God, right on top of me, come on there. Probably wasn't the best place to sit. Quite a lot of blue now. If I keep looking at it, I'm going to accidentally just use it, that's what's going to see that coming. Let's just get off of it. But yeah, I have to price check it. I don't know if that's super valuable or rare or what. Yeah, I want to go to the Gold Road. Not long to go, and I'll be doing some stealing in there. So I'll probably do some container farming, but I can't do that for very long. Oh wow, that's a bad bounce. Whoa. Oh, that was bad. Don't do what I'm doing, guys. If you've got something special like a purple plan, go back and launder it. Mind you, I think I did fall off the other day and I died and then my loot was still there. I think it's if you're being chased and then you die from a fall, then you lose all your loot. What happened there? Didn't come up anything. I'm thinking of post. So yeah, Gold Road is incoming, it's already here for PC. Lucky PC players. But yeah, I've already got some good routes planned out for Gold Road. I'll have to try and find what the best pickpocketing place is, but I think it's probably Skingrad. But I said there is a town west of Skingrad that looks pretty promising, like a wood elf with loads of little huts. Yeah, so I'll be leaving the quest line and other stuff further into the month until that's what my go-tos will be doing. And I've got to do all my PvP builds in between all that stuff. And obviously, yeah, get involved with the scribing. But yeah, I don't know if the lockboxes in Skingrad are dropping furnishings. I mean, I would have thought they'd drop at least one or two special furnishings in the lockboxes, but I don't know. But I have dropped a video on where most of the lockboxes are, if you want to check that out. I have missed a couple. There is a couple in Skingrad that I did actually miss. But there's no lockboxes in the Mages or Fighters Guild, which I find really weird. And I'm pretty sure there isn't. There is one in the bank apparently, but I've never seen it in the bank, and I just assumed there wasn't any because it just was never there. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's going to pull out. But yeah, I wish there was like a page. I can't really find like a page or a community that's just dedicated to stealing stuff and finding good items. I should make one myself really. And then like have a like confirmed with screenshots or video footage of actual drops. Because like if I did get a good drop, I'd do a video footage of it, like I've done with the. I did that on live anyway. The Shivering Cheese. But yeah, just so everyone knows there's proof of it actually happening, confirmed. Because that just obviously helps out other players, because then you know you're not wasting your time. It definitely drops from there. Don't know what that other NPC is. But yeah, I wonder what the stealable furnishings are. I did get one from Skingrad. It was like I think it was like a kettle or a funnel looking thing. Can't remember now. It was like a blue item. And it was actually off the Ghost NPC as well. And I was actually wrong. I did do a video saying that Ghost NPCs, it's the only one in the whole game. There is about 6 or 7 apparently in the whole game, but it is still a super rare NPC to find, a ghost NPC. Because I was like pickpocketing a ghost, I thought, what, I've never seen this in the game. But there is a couple knocking about. Just not many. A couple knocking about, just not many. But yeah, that's why I find the stealing the best in the game for gold making and for like fun of doing it, because there's not a lot of places in the game that do rare items, do you know what I mean? Apart from like the etheric cipher or the battlegrounds recipe, there isn't too many. Who's that one? Oh look, another fan. Mate, you can't keep giving me these. That's all I keep getting is the handheld fans and the handheld mirrors. That's all I get. I do not get anything else. I do not seem to be able to obtain anything else. Right, here we go. Here we go. But yeah, what is the most rarest item in the game, do you think? Out of absolutely anything. Could be stealing, could be from just a rare drop. I think I know what the absolute rarest item is. And my vote, I will put in the comments of what I think. Oh, I'll put two. The two rarest that I think is definitely the most rarest. In my experience anyway. I would say it's got to be this one. I've never ever seen it. Oh, I'm getting caught. Don't normally get caught there. If the vibration weren't on, I would have died. Right, I should really pull back, and I think I might just do that now. I'm just going to hit this last clothier up here, and then I'm going to pull back as he goes. Before my time is up. Because I've been clocked too many times, I'm worried of a one shot now. Right, so let's pull to my usual go-to place, which is Sentinel. But yeah, I think this is the rarest. I would say that is the rarest, or the... I can't spell it. I'll just put the... And anything in Eleanor, yeah, definitely. I would say the Battleground Chef recipe, it must be definitely one of the rarest items. Oh, and of course this as well. The mushroom polyp as well in Vardenfell. But yeah, I've never had the Etheric Cipher. That drops from any non-DLC mob. And you think the amount you've hit, being like champion point, look, well over 2,000, you think you would have had it once. Never seen it. Never ever seen it. So that must be incredibly rare. So let's launder that. I'll just launder all of them. And I've maxed that already. Launder those. But I would say they're probably like the rarest items. And obviously, yeah, the paintings in Vardenfell seem to be a nightmare as well. But they are your like the rarest items I can think of off the top of my head. What else is super rare? Like if it's stealing or non-stolen item. I would say the Lost Imperial Notes in Cyrodiil, but I have had that twice. I didn't extensively farm it either. One was random and one I was actually actively looking for it. Can I get pinned? No, I'm okay. Right, look at my bounty now, it's at 1.6 mil. But I do not care how high it goes. That guy's annoying. I don't know how he even caught me, because normally when you're standing here you don't get spotted. But he caught me there. But yeah, that's a nice plan to have. I'll have to double check what of value. Don't know. Purple is probably going to be at minimum. Worst case is going to be 10 to 20k gold. I would have thought on console. Should be worth a bit more, depending the rarity of it. Oh come on! Quality fabric, folded, white. That's just mean. You can do better than that for me. But yeah, what's everyone's opinion? What is the rarest item that you've ever found then? Yeah, let's change it. What's the rarest item you've ever found in the game? Not the rarest one that you know of. I'm sure I recognise that person's name, Red Hamzy. Yeah, what's the rarest item you found in the game? Mine's definitely got to be the cheese or the Vardenfell paintings. The Vardenfell paintings, I sold about 3 or 4 of them for like $1 million each. I think the smaller ones might have been $500,000 on console. So it was some good money. Oh, I can blade away now. Oh, there's no items. It had no items. Stealing all the rare goodies. Hopefully one day I will get lucky.
But like I said, that yeah, when I tried farming for the Skooma Bubbler furnishing plan, never had it. And I done an absolute ton. I used to do that for months on end, and I never had that. But I did have the actual furnishing items, but for some reason they wasn't worth that much. It was only worth like 20k each or something, which was a bit weird. Now apparently they used to drop off servants or something. So I used to farm. I did actually used to farm the Skooma Bubbler. That's what first got me into rare stuff. I think was the Skooma Bubbler recipe. And if you do the main quest in the Thieves Guild line, you get access to this palace. And it used to have loads of servants, and it dropped off the servants apparently, but I never got it off the servants. And then they changed it in the patch notes to say that I don't think it directly said it dropped off drunkards, but it said it. I think the patch notes said like, oh, it drops off clumsier people or something, and then people started saying they were dropping off drunkards. So then I went from there to Iridian Skywatch, because that has absolutely tons of drunkards around there. Probably nearing 100 NPCs. It's a huge amount, but there is a lot of guards, so you've got to be careful. But yeah, I did give up on doing that because I don't think. Well, I'd assume the plan's worth $500,000 because it's just so rare. But I just gave up with that. But yeah, I might go back to that. And you are farming drunkards again, so you do get a lot of whites, because they're lower class NPCs, so you don't get tons of blues. Whereas if you're farming what I'm farming, the nobles and that, they drop better quality items anyway. Yeah, just keep getting those handheld mirrors. Why is this one empty? But did I do that? Or did someone else do that? But yeah, like I said, I probably will release a PvP build this week. Eleanor Candle, yeah, I don't think I feel that much. Yeah, I'll release a PvP build this week, hopefully. It's just getting the footage, to be honest. Like the build's all there, and I think I've got some clips, but I like to try and get. I don't just want to get 1 or 2 kill clips. I try to get as many as I can before I feel like I can move on and then go on to another build. It's probably going to be the build I'm going to release. It's probably going to be the Frag Monster. I think the frags were hitting. I'll just have to check the image. What was it hitting? The tooltip on the frag was 25k on the tooltip, which is insane. So I'll probably release that build, to be fair. Then I'll probably do the other werewolf one, which is the wolf god. I've got a lot coming. But yeah, with the PvP builds, I need to get the footage, which can be a little bit tricky for me. Or should I say, tricky, the most time consuming for me. And it's because I do a mixture of stuff as well. Why am I getting white items all of a sudden? Getting punished. Punished for doing it too much.
after the rare goodies. Come on, go green. Crystal soup bowl, I've had that quite a few times. I'm starting to recognise, where I've done it so much, I'm starting to recognise the goods you pull out now. Oh God, he's coming. Oh, he's not. You back off, mate. Right, and then Blade of Woe. God's waiting for me. Oh, inventory full again. It's really maxing now. I've got like so many blues. I've had no purple, which is weird. I've done quite a lot, and I've not had any purple.
God, there's a thief here.
Oh, God's come back down.
Hold on.
I think that one's empty now,
It's a
isn't it?
bounty, and no, it was in my pocket.
Yeah, I'll be doing a bit more farming. Is this the real ESO endgame? Yeah, pretty much. Stealing rare goodies, yeah. Or some people say the housing is the endgame. I just like the stealing though. I just, you know, I've tried all the gold farming methods, and I seem to burn out quickly on them. Like, yeah, like crafting writs, doing your writs, or node farming, or mob farming. I seem to burn quick on them. But for some reason, stealing and lock boxes. Oh, be careful. Yeah, stealing and lock boxes and stuff, and pickpocket, I just seem to enjoy. I just seem to be okay with it, and that's what I think is the best. I think that is the best gold method. And when people say what is the best gold method in the game, it's whatever you're comfortable doing, isn't it, for long periods, isn't it, really? Because if there's anything, or when you've got the gold, you've got the item flipping, going to traders that you know, sort of out of the way and they're mispriced, and you buy them and relist them. I never like stealing. It's limited quite per day or so. I can't remember. Yeah, you are correct. It is limited. 140 items is the max per day. So you can only make, if you're talking just on the pure items, it's like between 30 to 50k gold per day per character. So if you've got more characters, you can then get past that limit. But what I normally do is if I've hit that limit and I'm still on the same character, I will then just store them for the next day, and then it's going to make you have more blues. Just keep getting more and more blues. But like, this isn't the quickest way. If your only concern is just to get as many of these items as possible, then you're better off mob farming the NPCs, which is in where is it? Stonefalls, Fort Viruk, because you can just do it a lot quicker than what I'm doing it. I'm only doing this because you're still getting the gold and you might get the rare drop. So yeah, there's definitely ways to make it quicker. If you're only here just for the, you know, not the rare drops, and you just want the pure gold from the actual loot, you're better off just killing the NPCs en masse, which I used to do quite a lot of. But yeah, just the problem with that is you don't get the rare drops. I don't think you can get any furnishing plans or physical furnishings from physically just killing them outright. I think it changes the loot table. I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
Oh yeah, one thing, I'm actually planning to buy the Polyp recently. The price of it has dropped to 7 million, 75 million on PC, and oh no, I could not spend that money on it. I'd have to farm it myself for that money. I thought it was a lot less per character, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it super quick and you just want to get your 140 done and out of the way, you're probably looking at about 20 to 40k. But if you put in like a full blown hour and then you get as many blues as you can, it's probably more likely between 40 to 60k gold per hour, per day obviously. But yeah, make sure you have the haggling on the Thieves Guild, that gives you more money, and obviously your infamous or whatever increases the value of your fenced items. So if you have everything maxed, yes, but I'd say it's about 40 to 60k, 40 to 50k maybe per hour. If I can manage to sell my duplicated tripiarts, I will be able to afford it. Have you tried, but yeah, buying rare items can be tricky, yeah, that's just crazy money. I know PC's inflated, but that's just mental, 75 million. Did you try that, the farm I showed, the video I done on the in Vardenfell, on that island of farming, because there's a lot of alchemy nodes, isn't there, and you can just do it in a circuit. I thought it was really good. But again, I know the drop rate is hilariously low, so I wondered if that would be a better place to farm. Have you tried farming there for it? I know a collector bought the Morrowind banner for 50 million just after the banner is buffed. Oh yeah, I know it got fiddled with, didn't it? That's terrible. That's why it's not a good idea to hold on to items unless you like you said, you're a collector. Because you want, if you're there just for the gold, it's best just to sell it and don't hang about with it. Because like I said, they can easily in a heartbeat on the next patch, or even stealth nerf it, and you might not even be aware of it, and then you lose all that value and all that time. So if you're in it for gold like I am, yeah, I will just immediately sell them. But yeah, I'd like to get the drops just to say I've had the drop, but then I would probably just sell them unless it was something I really wanted. So I'm not really a collector per se, I'm more doing it for just the fun and the gold, and just, you know, like you say, you've had the drop. Oh mate, this god is getting on my nerves. This is why you have a thief build. But yeah, have you tried the that farm I did in Vardenfell on the video? Because that would be, it's a really good farm for that mushroom polyp. Why is that one always empty? It's either bugged or someone keeps hitting it and leaving it, I don't know. I think it's bugged. I haven't seen anyone. I might go back and do that farm. The Vardenfell one, I quite enjoy that. fact I might just do it for the last bit of the stream, to be honest. Because that's what I think, getting too fixated on one item, I think to stop yourself getting bored you just need to do a mixture, and just eventually you'll get lucky. Swan glass decanter. Mate, just go away. Do my head in. Move. Yeah, you move. Yeah, I think we'll go. I think I'll leave it there with the thieving, as the inventory is pretty much maxed anyway, and I'm getting to the point where I'm probably going to have to start deleting blue items. So we'll go and do a bit of mushroom polyp farming. What do you reckon? Will I just strike lucky? But yeah, when I first heard about the mushroom, that super expensive mushroom, and I heard that the nodes were quite bad to farm, and that's why I sort of went out of my way to try and find a really good farm. And I was looking everywhere, thinking, where is a good place to farm? And I heard it. I think Jake Clip said, that's a good spot, but I just couldn't take to it. And I found it was okay up here, and I thought, these islands are not accessible. So I thought, what is accessible? And I remembered vaguely that this island was accessible on a quest. So I found out what quest it was, went there, and it's just a perfect farm. I think the best bet is to get a rare blue plant. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said, it's not even just one plant that drops, is it? I think you said it's multiple ones that actually drop. But I've yet to have one, even anything. But again, I've probably not been there long enough to actually do it. Let's see if there's anyone there farming it. I've seen a couple of people now that farm it now and again, so. No, there's no one here. But yeah, it's a real sweet spot. Imagine if I got it on the first node, how crazy that would be. The golden lichen is pretty popular. But yeah, I think the drop rate on the blue plant is the worst among of all the rare items. Crazy. Oh yeah, I've got ESO Plus now, and I don't normally buy ESO Plus, but I did actually buy it. So probably around 5,000 to 1 or 10,000. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It drops on clothing ones as well, I think. I'm sure. So this. Have you tried actually doing this route though? But I found this to be the most consistent. The only thing that's annoying is you can't mount. So being a sorcerer, streaking and having your rapid manoeuvre on is plenty. And just try not to streak over the crabs, because that's quite annoying, because they trigger. But I kept ignoring the runes like an idiot, and I'm forgetting hello mundane runes, they're worth money. So I will be picking up the rune stones as well. Hopefully I haven't missed one. I've already missed one. Saying that, I'm missing one as I'm saying that. So I will be picking them up along the way. See, 2 mundane runes, so I'm going to be storing them all up, selling them. There is also a couple of jewellery nodes, but I won't be picking them up. I'm just picking up the 2 rune stones. Yeah, I know a guy got a blue mushroom from an Ancestor Silk node. I got a purple gold rubber salt from an Ancestor Silk node. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you to everyone that's tuned into the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully do another couple this week, and I've also got a couple of builds coming and stuff, so stay tuned.